All right, everyone, we're just sitting here testing an Eaton VCP breaker, and we were having some issues with line to load readings, but phase to phase and phase to ground insulation resistance readings were just fine. So when we went to line to load, we were having an issue because it was failing, and this is one of the suspect breakers that was having an issue. And you can see line to load on a 25 kV breaker should be quite a bit higher than 60 gigaohms. So we went through and we realized that it may have been humidity trapped in this particle board. And so what I've done is I set up a little demonstration to prove of why it is. So I've wrapped a braid, which a braid is really good because it gets really close up to and snug, and you can press it and compress it and get it onto the particle board, fireboard, whatever material you have. And now I'm gonna take a guard lead, which no one ever likes to use or knows how to use, but it basically shunts the meter. So any current that is tracking will now bypass the meter, and it will no longer be seen by the meter at all. So we're going to flip this guard lead right on here, and I'm going to make sure that nothing else is touching. And as you do that, you'll notice it's going to take a second to delay, but this number starts to rise and it just climbs. And what does that mean? That means that we have moisture or something trapped in these brace boards. I'm gonna turn this meter back off and so that way I can discharge and I can touch it. But in this brace board here from line to load on these vacuum bottles, we've got tracking going through these. And I shunted it out with the meter to make sure that this was the root cause. We tried clipping these directly on here. We weren't able to get a good enough surface and find the source of tracking. But wrapping braids on here several times around and not touching anything else, it looks like it's touching the bottle, but it's not. It was able to verify that the tracking is going either through on the surface or through the medium of this material. And we're thinking that likely it was just moisture was trapped in this. This is a brand new breaker, but it was likely moisture was trapped in this, and it's still trying to evacuate the barrier board. But it's going to need some heating and some dry atmosphere for that to happen. But good little demonstration to show how to use your guard lead and also trace an issue when you're testing. Be safe.